Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Banshee Cup Qualifier number 2. Day number 1. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we are going to be seeing the members of StormSquadron. And on the right, it's going to be names are overrated. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. All games today will be best of 3s. Tomorrow we'll have some best of 3s and a best of 5 grand finals in the lower bracket. But today we're all in the upper bracket. I need to change my cursor size. But yeah, X-Men 97 is supposed to come out in like March. If you recorded a screen cap in OBS and tried to play it, would it work? It's just that the video player, like, anytime I go to load the video or start the movie, whenever I try and start the movie, it pinwheels and then it gives me a message that it cannot be played currently. What I need to do is try and see if it works on my TV, and then if it works there, then it has to be something on the PC. But as I said, everything else works perfectly fine. We watched Wrongfully Accused last night. It's a great movie. It's a good time. It's like Top Secret. If you ever saw Top Secret. It's just one of those movies that, like, the jokes start and they just don't stop. And it's great. It's so good. Alright, well, we got a couple bans here. Bans, of course, do not add to the list. It only pertains to the current map draft. So Lucio will be your first pick here on Dragonshire. And that means that Lucio will no longer be available in the rest of this best of 3. When we get to another best of 3, that is when the list resets. And as I said, there are no pre-bans in the tournament. Yeah, and it might just be Shaolin Soccer itself. So yeah, I'm playing it just off of Prime. Slept most of the entire day yesterday. Now I've been awake since 11 p.m. last night. Homie, I'm no doctor, but I would say you might need to figure out a better sleep schedule. That's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent. I don't know about you, but I like a nice, consistent sleep schedule. I love a nice, consistent sleep schedule. That's just me. I go to bed around 8 to 10 p.m. every day, get up around 4 to 6 a.m. every day. I don't know. I feel like that's not too big of a window. I also don't nap. I am very, very much not a napper, because then I don't sleep at night. So I just don't nap. I'll just be tired, or I make some tea. But that's just me. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. I can't do like a nap and then get like a full night of sleep. That just does not exist for me. Nowhere in the 33 years, well, I mean less than that, but you know what I mean. Like nowhere in the like the 20 years or 18 years of being an adult, kinda, have I ever gotten value out of taking a nap. Like even on travel days, like when I travel back to Michigan, I'll nap on the airplane and then I'll be like, crap, and then I won't be able to sleep till like 2 a.m. What's up, K-Zenom? How you doing, K-Zenom? Good to see you, bud. Alright, looks like no one's taking Artanis. That's because they're saving him for Battlefield of Eternity, which will totally be the next map, right? Speaking of maps... Mines, Tomb, Garden, Sky. Every team is banning out Mines. I wonder if Mines is an active map? I thought it was just a map that you can only draft, for like, the grand final stuff, but... Oh, well. Anyways, no Butcher to answer the Vikings. Sleep schedule's pretty messed up for ages, but it's been super messed up the past couple days. Yeah, I to be honest, bud, I would say just try and reset the whole schedule. Like, figure out a schedule you want to do, and then just try and reset yourself to that. That's the best I can offer you. Outside of that, I would say see a sleep doctor. I don't know. Hey, look. It's not like you live in America where going to the doctor is like, ooh, how much money is this gonna cost me? You honestly might need to be up for 24 hours straight. I used to have friends that do that. As I said, I'm no doctor. But you live in a country where you can go see a doctor for like €5. Actually, that might be a little too much. That might be a little too expensive. It might be like 0.05 euro. Anyways, let me write up a prediction. Which team wins Dragonshire? All right, let's introduce our players. Oh, I want to do this. This is a caster tip for all of you. Make your cursor size tiny. On the right of Dragonshire, we have our first team, first game, first map of the day. No feed today playing Tracer. Dark to play a Olaf, Balog, and Eric, the Lost Vikings. Hanzuka will be your Rhaegar. The Dark Wolf is your Muradin. And last but not least, Madron will be a Sergeant Hammer. To the west of the map, we are going to be seeing StormSquadron. Memeless is your Junkrat. Player will be the Falstead. Ilian on Johanna. I'm just going to go with Chris for ease. I know there's a Shofus S somewhere in there, but I can't read that. So I'm going to go with Chris on Lucio. And last but not least, of course, Virgil will be playing your Rexar, Misha to play Misha. All right, we have a little Twitch prediction for all of you here in a moment. We're just waiting to see how this first engagement goes. And also to take a look at the level 1s. Sergeant Hammer will be going ambush level 1. Falstad with auto attack build, and everything else is looking fairly standard across the board. We actually do have Balog build at the start here for the Lost Vikings. So we'll see if that's going to be the full Balog build, or if they're going to be swapping into some other talents for Eric and Olaf as well. Hold on, Concussion Mine connects into, Stormbolt connects into Junkrat, but Concussion Mine saves him. All right, let's get the gambles in, everybody. It's time to make a prediction. As always, Ash Mantle, thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly. As the gamble is up and available, you can make a prediction who you think is going to win. Map number 1, Falstad goes down to the Tracer Pulse Bomb. I'll be find out what's going on next Friday. Hopefully, bud. Who knows? You could have celiac disease, or you could need a proton pump inhibitor. Capture the shrines. Inherit the Dragon Knight's power. Or you just need more cheeseburgers in your diet. I don't know. Man. Wouldn't that be great? You go to the doctor, you leave, and they tell you that you need to eat more cheeseburgers. That'd be great. Lucio going to chase in on the Tracer. Won't be able to chase any further. Stormbolt for Muradin not connecting. No kill to be had right there. First blood still in favor. Or on the side of names are overrated. A few Vikings have gone down here and there, and those are going to yield 0.25 of a kill. But that's actually only one Viking that's fallen. And speaking of Vikings, the Balog build continues, but the Dragonite, first one of the game, 2 minutes in, does go over to the side of names are overrated. So let's take a look at this Balog build. Excuse me. Explosive attacks increase Balog splash damage against non-heroes by 100%, and then Balog basic attacks and splash damage heal for 20% of the damage dealt. Healing is doubled against heroes. Pulse Bomb thrown onto Rexar here. Hanzuka jumps in. There's a totem drop from the sky, and that is Tracer getting the kill onto Rexar here in the top lane. As Dragonite in bottom lane opens things up a little bit further. Hopefully nothing serious. Hopefully nothing serious. Unless you are doubled over, unable to move, unable to eat anything, I would say the stomach issues are probably related to the lack of sleep and probably some anxiety. That's my best guess based on my own stomach. Or maybe you need less potassium in your diet. Maybe you're constipated. I don't know. I went to school to be an architect. And now I'm full-time streaming. Tracer's gonna get the recall here in bottom lane. A Stormbolt into Johanna delays her rotation, but that's all that's gonna be achieved from that. As a Sergeant Hammer and Rhaegar finish out the camp for top lane, Dragonshire continues. As it actually does not continue. We got a pause going on right now. We'll find out what that is. We're gonna go ahead and pull ourselves out of the game. For competitive integrity, as my bird camera does not see anything because it is still dark outside, as it is 6:17 in the morning for me. 6:17 in the morning. Oh, it's so early, chat. It's so early. But I'm mildly awake. I actually got green tea to start today. There we go. I'm trying to delay out this. Looks like a player needs 2 minutes. Okay, so during that time, how's everybody's morning? I can feel the sleepiness, like, encroaching back in. I was doing pretty good this morning. Like, I woke up, I took a shower, I was like, oh, I'm feeling awake, and then I ate some breakfast. Now I'm sitting, I'm comfy, I'm under a blanket. It's like, ooh, man, we're getting back to being cozy. Yeah, I've had stomach issues since I was like 13, so just constant. Just chew on some ginger. Just do this. So don't know what the exact reason for the pause, but we have a pause. The player needs a couple minutes, so maybe someone's got to take a poop. I don't know. Maybe someone's got to eat some of their sandwich. Maybe, you know what? Maybe someone has to finish their turn in Hearthstone Battlegrounds. That could be it. That could be it. They're about to get first place. Speak about sleep. Well, I just had the worst night in ages. High fever. Oh, bud, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man. Yeah, fever, like, being feverish is, it's so miserable because it's like, I want to sleep, but I'm so uncomfortable I can't sleep. And then you're like, oh, like, I'll watch a movie or something, but you're so feverish you can't focus on the movie, and you're so miserable that you don't want to. Like, yeah. That was me when I had COVID, like, that was me in a nutshell. I was just like, I was just laying there just absolutely miserable. Like, I remember I put on a movie, and I was like, I don't even want to watch this, but I just need something to pass the time. Alright. Players, looks like they had their toilet breaks in the middle of the game, and we're back into it. And we'll have Rexar Misha looking for the flank. Falstad flies on in, and we'll be able to set the kill up with the Junkrat onto Tracer. Camp invaded, stolen away, concussion mine splits the hammer out. Meanwhile, our Viking in top lane is just chilling. No siege from the Baylog, which is a little unfortunate with the Baylog build, but that's alright still. Still, I mean, there's a lot to be microed around for these Vikings. About a half a level lead over to the side of Names Are Overrated. And our Dragonite phase will begin again here in about 14 seconds. So until then, chill out. Looks like it is going to be the wait for level 10s. We'll have a camp grabbed here on the left-hand side. Rexar and Misha just playing it safely. Enemy team really not showing much on the map as Lucio has scouted out the Muradin.
And destroy your enemies.
That's exactly it. Yeah, dude, like... Ah, man, I hope you feel better, bud. Being feverish, it's just there's nothing nice about it. I will say, like, whenever I get really, really sick, that is always the cue to either throw all of the Harry Potter movies or all the Lord of the Rings movies on. Because those movies, I could like lay in bed with my eyes closed and just kind of like listen to them. And then if you wake up in the middle of one of those movies, you've seen it enough where you're like, oh, okay, I know where we are, cool. And then you just like kind of nod off again. Yeah, those are always the go-to just because they can eat up time. Well, mine is not going to be able to pull the hammer towards the enemy team or the allied team. 10 talent tier, though, is here for both sides. Riptire, Boars, Bless, Shield, Gust, and High Five. On the opposing side, Vikings play again. Sergeant Hammer BFG will have an Ancestor Healing, Avatar for Muradin, and Tracer, the assumption will be Sticky Bomb, as that is a fairly common pickup for Tracer players. My apologies, Falstad gets the kill in top lane onto Baylog here. And it's going to be Sticky Bomb. What's up, Last? How you doing, bud? Tracer goes to check the camp. Nothing over there. Or at least no one on it. Well, it's even kills so far. I think it's like 4 Viking kills. Yeah, they've had 4 Viking kills and a Tracer kill. Johanna's trying to slow down the Muradin a little bit here, but as I mentioned, or as you can see, he's going to be absolutely safe dwarf tossing out. Tracer makes the rotation top. Sticky Bomb connects onto TM player. Is it temp player or is it TM player? I was staring at that name in the lobby, but as we were getting going for today. Oh, either way. Dragonite phase is going to be coming up here. Well, it is up and available, but we'll see if anyone's going to have the available channel. Hold up. Rhaegar, self-cast Ancestral Healing. Concussion Mine will split, gust away the enemy team, and Hanzuka is picked off by our blue players. No Dragonite available as the Vikings will take top lane channel on the Sunstride. Tracer Pulse Bomb connects onto Johanna, but she continues to apply the pressure. Lucio jumps in as the boars are unleashed by Rexxar. Concussion Mine blasts the Dark Wolf away. Trademark player? Oh, that could be it too. Yeah, TM. Oh, yeah. That could be trademark player. Nisha Charge not connecting onto the Olaf here. She's still chasing. She's still chasing that Viking. Looks like Eric tapped well. We got Olaf rotating back to top. Falstad lands the hammering, but there's not enough damage before the jump comes in for the Vikings. Hold on, Blessed Shield to the face. A Viking will be pulled into this fight as well, and Eric does go down. Falstad with the 1.25 kill as a Viking goes down in top lane as well. Ooh, things falling apart here for our Vikings as there's a lone Baylog. They will play again in top lane. All Vikings are back here. And Rexxar looks like he's going to back away slowly but surely, but the Dragonite, second one of the game, goes, excuse me, to the side of StormSquadron. What's the Rexxar 13? Oh, he went for Wildfire Bear. Okay. So a Dragonite in top lane. Some siege is being attempted in bottom. Hammer doing their best to zone things back with the hover siege. Gav has the Widow Mines, the Spider Mines chilling in the bush over here just to make sure that there's no flank. Siege Tactics level 4 activated right there, and that'll get the self-cleanse onto Hammer. Meanwhile, more Spider Mines in the bush scout out the enemy team, making a rotation in, and Sergeant Hammer plays a save back and away towards the keep front gate, but Muradin just above all this. I don't know if he's going to try and jump in. Tracer in the flank. Junkrat gets the Concussion Mine back, sees the Tracer, tries to get the dismount, but none of the frag launcher grenades to connect. Dragonite, by the way, still in top lane, sieging. Silly Rexxar Bears prevent wildfires. Nice gust from Falstad. Tracer blinks back in after the Pulse Bomb, Sticky Bomb connects. The BFG almost gets the kill. Muradin lands the Stormbolt into Lucio, who high-fives and pushes off into Johanna. Tracer now trying to back away a little bit low here. I really didn't think they would get that Falstad kill. I thought he was going to be able to back away or get a rotation from his allies. The Dark Wolf gets an Ancestral Healing. Muradin still has Avatar to activate if he wants it. He's got that Bronzebeard Rage level 13, which is nice self-sustain. Is there a command? Oh, for the bracket. Yeah, there you go. Crush got it. Thank you. Excuse me. So camp is grabbed on the left-hand side. Looks like the same to be done on the right with Rexxar, Rhaegar, and Sergeant Hammer. Murden's actually going to go Stone Form level 16 for more self-sustain. Oh, looking to maybe jump into this team fight here. Finds the Lucio. Just throws down a Thunderclap. We'll just wait. We're just waiting patiently to see how this fight actually does break out. If the fight breaks out.
Prepare yourselves.
There you go. Murden landing this piercing Stormbolt. The BFG going through a few. Rexar throws down the Boars. Meanwhile, Tracer on the low side of the screen is harassing the Lucio. We have a Johanna Blessed Shield not connecting. Stormbolt from Murden offers up an opportunity for Tracer to be able to blink away. The Riptire goes fishing and finds some damage, but it cannot find a kill. Neither team able to successfully take down the other, and the top lane wave does push into the fort, but will not take it down as Falstad has enough clear. Rexar finishing out his level 4 Hunter-Gatherer.
Harness the power of sun and moon. Put an end
41 globes. Is that fixed for the Vikings? It is. The Viking globe count is correct, and the Dragonite does go over to the side of Names Are Overrated, as the first structure to go down has been this bottom lane fort. Top lane fort on, that's got to be like a couple hundred HP. Not even 100 HP. 78 HP on that bad boy. Viking to be lost.
hero slain.
Looks like Muradin, my apologies, jumps in and takes down Falstad in the top lane. Kick onto Junkrat and bottom. And the mid lane fort now being worked on by the side of Names Are Overrated. I gotta say, for 13-minute Dragonshire and only one fort has gone down, it's kind of wild. But granted, as I mentioned, that top right fort on our mini-map is only 78 HP, so...
Red team has destroyed a fort.
There we go. We got top lane falling over here. This mid lane is sitting on about 25%. Bottom lane Siege Giants are rocketing their way through this keep front gate with the help of some catapults as well. And Balog in top lane is doing their best to just keep this wave pushed back so they can sustain the fort so no periodic catapult pressure arrives to that top lane. I think Muradin was scouted out there. You got the spread launcher, spread volley, excuse me, for your Junkrat. Falstead's still working on mid lane as 31 stacks, just waiting to see if, once again, if he'll rotate in to help out the teammates. But Misha's going to tank a whole heck load of damage, and I think she will be taken down by Tracer. If you really think about it, Olaf was the first dubstep sword. Kira just copied after him. No, I think that's just the master skin audio for it. Which, remember when we had master skins on characters and you had to get them to level 10 in HOTS? Which was like, didn't like level 10 in HOTS equate to like level 30 in HOTS 2.0 or something like that? I'll never forget the excitement of coming home from work to the HOTS 2.0 with all the level stuff. Is it? Alright, let me just check really quickly. Where's the Viking? Yeah, it looks like the Viking regen count is working. Cool. Nice. Ish, yeah. It might not have been 10 to 30. It might have been a little bit less than that. Yeah, it was a ton of experience. Blessed Shield from the Johanna starts out a great fight. The Ancestor healing is going to be just half a second too late. 10-second cooldown for Rhaegar on that, as Falstad does get taken down by the Vikings and Muradin in top lane. Meanwhile, Eric is clearing out bottom. Tracer comes down here to speed things up a little bit. The Dragonite is still up and available, but who's going to get it? As we do have 20 talent tiers on both sides, Junkrat did go extra oomph. So hitting 3 enemy heroes with a Riptire will get a full reset, as the cooldown is 75 seconds, and you get 25 per enemy hero hit. Radiating Faith for the Johanna, Mixing Fire Lucio, Wind Tunnel. We have the kill command. On the opposing side, it's going to be Fury of the Storm. Cool thing with that with the Vikings is each Viking has their own charge, so if you have a Viking in each lane, you can use Fury of the Storm on all 3 waves. Farseer's Blessing. We actually have Orbital BFG. Really? I mean, ultra capacitors is like typically the pickup at level 20, but we got an old school, you know what? I wonder if the hammer's gonna set this up vertically.
Hero slain.
I think, isn't that something that used to be done? Like you set up the BFG orbital vertically and then not no one, but the Dragonite can be denied with that? Well, either way, there's the shot coming through. Orbital will, rocket its way across the map in a second here. Oh, well, I missed the kill because I was looking at the orbital coming through. Here it comes! Wait, chat, here it comes! Wait! It did nothing. Tracer, Rhaegar do go down in all of my memory. We have the Dragonite grab by Names Are Overrated still. And this will be pushing into mid lane as the Balog in top is pushing onto a keep currently. I was tryharding to get master skins. Me too. Me too. I played so many, like, I just played so many games of one character to get master skins. Oh, BFG getting value. That's funny. I haven't seen an orbital BFG in, God, it feels like forever. Kill command activated by Rexar. Johanna throwing in the blessed shield as well. Muradin will be taken down. Top lane keep will fall. Riptire gets the big reset. No, it's only gonna hit 2. Where's the Eric? Oh, Eric's inside the Dragonite. Okay. They looking to end? Oh my God, are they looking to end? Orbital BFG getting value. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. I think Jaina or Tyrande was my first master skin. And I was horrible with both of them. Let me correct. I am horrible with both of them. Okay, so the Dragonite has expired. Falstad is gonna see the Vikings flanking. The keep will go down and they're not gonna end. Oh, hold on. Twitch trying to run ads. We don't want ads. No ads. Camp snowing away. Olaf just offers up a little bit of poke damage. A little bit of a stun with that large and in charge. Level 16. Well, it's 10-7 in kills. One keep down on both sides. But I will say this. For top lane, it's that constant catapult pressure because of this fort that's still alive. And in bottom lane, it's constant catapult pressure with a very healthy fort. It looks like Siege Giants and... no, they're not going to go for the bottom lane camp. Okay. Don't know if Orbital was going to get... I don't know, does Orbital get vision down there? Take a look here. 18 seconds on that. I want to see if the Orbital gets vision. It wouldn't have. All right. $66 regeneration globes for the Vikings. Looks like our Rhaegar is going to start hearthing out. They didn't scout the Tracer out in the bush, but she'll be able to back away just fine. I gotta say, if StormSquadron wins, it's a 1 to 25.32 payout. It's actually quite the payout for the StormSquadron believer. Just the orbital BFG is just killing me. That it's still just going around.
Become the Dragon Knight and claim vengeance for my family.
I remember when they made the change so that orbital BFG doesn't do structural damage. But for like another, I don't know, 3-ish months, you still had people who don't read patch notes who are like orbital BFGing, and they're like, why isn't it dealing damage to these structures? Camp to be grabbed. But denied by the jump. How unfortunate. Heal command activated. Big boars to be unleashed. We have got a Rhaegar first picked off. No ancestral healing in time. Riptire looking for a few enemies. Only hits 2. Meanwhile, the Viking is still pushing things into the core. Catapult is going to be taken down by the melee minion. Oh, Falstad has flight up and available if he needs it.
Blue team's core is taking damage.
Not really.
Hero slain.
Not really, announcer lady, but okay. Junkrat will find an Olaf kill. This is starting to shape up just like last weekend, where the first map, or the first series of the first series of the day is just like super long, super long maps. We're 22 minutes into the first map here. It is Dragonshire though. I mean, Dragonshire does feel like it goes long. Lucio's gonna amp it up, and he'll get a kill onto a Viking. Bro, why isn't the BFG doing damage to the keep? Steal onto the right side camp. Left side to be grabbed as well. BFG still just being shot through the ice dice. Oh god, that's just too funny to me. Oh wait, are they going for it? Are they going for it? No, wait, are they going for it? No, just the waves are being pushed up here. Okay. Falstad was hearth canceling. It looks like he'll fully go back just to make sure he takes out these 2 catapults. Alright. What a ridiculous map number 1. Uh-oh, Rhaegar is targeted here. Ancestor healing will come through. The Lucio mixing fire denies some of that healing. Meanwhile, Johanna gets the blessed shield in time, and Tracer does go down. Wind Tunnel pushes away the enemy. I thought Junkrat would have fallen there, but not the case. As Olaf, or Balog, excuse me, continues to push up the top lane. Dark is now activating the hurry up, so this Viking will not get picked off by the Lucio once again. Falstad, I think, should get a kill. No, he's just going to focus on clearing out this catapult. All right. One more auto. A Viking to be lost in bottom lane, and things are starting to fall apart here in late game for names are overrated. Vikings will play again in the mid lane. Junkrat's working on this camp down here. He's got that spread volley, so that helps with grouped up units like this. You can get a lot of burst damage. Viking won't be able to make it down here in time, but I don't think that was the rotation. I think Eric is just clearing things out. Falstad has the channel. Sun and Moon Shrine to the side of StormSquadron. Boars unleashed by Rexar with the kill command. Johanna coming in with the blessed shield as well. No sub done level 4, but you still get the value for hitting 2 or more enemy heroes. Earthgrass Totem goes on the ground. Wind Tunnel from the Falstad in a flank position. Junkrat did get a resun on his Riptire. Fortunately, he's a little low. Avoids the orbital BFG from Sergeant Hammer. Another Riptire going out, and nicely blasted back by Sergeant Hammer. The Vikings are able to get the Moon and Sun Shrine, and now it's defensive posture for StormSquadron. Can someone auto-attack the top gate? Oh, I missed a kill because I was reading Twitch chat. Eric does go down. The wave is arriving at the core right now. On the side of names are overrated. The Dark Wolf is a little low, trying to back away. Gets a chain heal from Rhaegar. Boars unleashed. The Ancestor healing comes through. The Dragonite does go over to the side of names are overrated. And that's going straight to the core. Muradin is going to just pop his avatar. He just needs to deny the backs, and they win this. Nameless gets out of there, and Falstad's actually already back at the core to defend as well. Meanwhile, over here, catapults are rocketing through the core health, but this Dragonite is even stronger. Oh, it was close, Chad. It was close, but it is going to be the orbital BFG that wins the game for names are overrated. Oh. Well. Yeah, Microsoft is obviously saving HOTS, chat. Yeah, Microsoft is definitely saving HOTS.
You know this, then why do you serve him?
Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron.
You got paid?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Banshee Cup Qualifier number 2, day number 1. My name is Bahamut. I am sleepy. We are going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity for map number 2. And currently, names are overrated are winning. As I had mentioned before, this is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. Also, if you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so we can grow that channel and continue to bring you some awesome games. If you're over here on Twitch, be sure to follow the stream if you'd like to support further. It's always very much appreciated. We've had 2 primes today from some very generous humans, so thank you very much for doing that already. And last but not least, on the YouTube side of things, apparently I need to clarify this because people don't understand on YouTube. There is spoiler-free additional time added to all VODs. So all best of 3s are about an hour and a half. All best of 5s are about 2.5 hours. So even if this series is a 2-0, the VOD will still be an hour and a half because I added spoiler-free additional time, so that way you don't know how long the actual game is. Because I got a comment on YouTube where it's like, this video ends at 45 minutes, and there's just 40 minutes of blank time, and it's like... Okay. So apparently I gotta add that to my spiel as well every single time. But anyways, thanks for being here, everybody. And, Battlefield of Eternity, Blaze, Chen, Hogger banned away. Getting rid of some of the bruisery fellows. You need coffee? I need like a Red Bull. I have Red Bull in the fridge, but there's no way I'm drinking one at 6:30 in the morning. What's up, Hostile? How you doing today, bud? Happy Saturday to you. Baha making the GOAT content? No, I make Here's the Storm content. Huh. Good morning, Darth. Yeah, that's so weird. That's super duper weird. Alright, so Dahaka first pick on the right-hand side for names are overrated here on Battlefield of Eternity. Genji was banned out as well. Hanzo is up and available, and Hanzo is, like, fantastic for a map like this, so I'm really surprised that he wasn't actually first picked. Daytona, 24 hours today. I don't drive until noon, though. So what are you doing up at 6:49 in the morning? There's the Hanzo. Bro, why are you up at this time? If I was you, I'd be still in my cozy warm bed. Dinking around on my phone. Warm bed. Andu and Diablo will be added in with this Dahaka as we get into our mid-ban phase. Need some racing heroes for the Immortals, so could focus on banning those out. But the Andu and Diablo Dahaka is a fantastic combo. The burst damage is something they need to mitigate in. Really, it's just what you don't want to deal with. It's early for me. Yeah, I've been up since 4:15 my time. I've been up since 4:15 in the morning, so I can be ready to stream and cast for all of you. Chromie banned away, so they get rid of the burst. They get rid of the mage burst damage. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, the sun is barely just, like, I can see, like, that little bit of, like, hint of sun rising in the sky. Also, I live in a forest, so when it gets dark out here. We do not have very much light pollution. Like, when I was in Germany for Nations Cup, I was going back from the bar after the Nations Cup was done. Like, all of us went out drinking, and I think I was leaving around, like, I think I left the bar around, like, midnight almost. Something like that, and then, like, taking the trains and stuff all the way back to my hotel. I think I got back at, like, 1. And the nice thing with Germany is you can just drink everywhere. So I got beers, and I was just drinking on the train ride back. And I remember walking up to my hotel and looking around and being like, It's like sunrise at like 1:30 in the morning. Like it's so like the sun like never goes down seemingly. Whereas I said here, like when we have like a full moon night, like the moon illuminates a lot, but if we have like a very like thin moon, I forget the name. If we have no moon, it like the nighttime is very dark out here. Alrighty, so I have rambled my way through this draft. Samura will be the last pick for the side of StormSquadron. Alright, so some Samuro shenanigans to try and make this a 1-1 game. We'll see if that's possible, plausible, doable. Unfortunately, these teams both forgot that Artanis existed, so neither of them want to win easily. Oh boy. Alright, let's drink some water as well. Alright. So we'll start the gamble once we take a look at the level 1s and stuff like that. And see what the first engagement looks like. But we gotta introduce our players here on the west side, the West Ham side of the map. We've got StormSquadron. I actually think their name is Chibiz. I think it's like that's actually what their name looks like in Discord. So I think it's Chibiz will be your where are you? Will be your Stukov alien on a Nubarak, Virgil. On the Samuro, TM player or TMP layer will be the gray main, and then Hanzo playing by Memeless. To the right hand side of the map, looking for it too. We got names are overrated. No feed today on the Sylvanas. Dark on Dahaka. The Dark Wolf to play Diablo. Li Ming played by Madron, and Hanzuka is your Anduin. Thanks for casting, Baha. Thanks for being here, What's up, bud? Happy Saturday to you. Is everybody all excited about their football teams today? I am legitimately going to watch the game tomorrow for the Lions. I bought wings to make in the slow cooker again. I bought mac and cheese. It shall be good. Wings and mac and cheese. That'll be dinner on that'll be dinner tomorrow. As for today, I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. I thought far enough ahead for tomorrow's dinner, but not today's. I've got one leftover burger patty. All right, well, first blood goes over to the side of StormSquadron. Let's start that prediction, everybody. I was just kind of looking around the map, rambling about food, and forgot that we didn't start the predictions. So, Sylvanas will be killed in top lane. That's the green light for this team to start sieging in. TM player on this gray main with a 30-hit combo on that inner beast, and this fort front gate is absolutely annihilated. Like the block of cheese last night that I shredded for my burger. You don't watch football? Me neither. But it's playoffs, so it's like when Dota has the international or League of Legends has Worlds. I don't really watch any of those, but when it's that scale of the event, it's really fun to watch. It's like I like hockey, but I like hockey during like Stanley Cup times. Like playoff stuff, like there's just more on the line. The games feel more intense because I wouldn't say it's do or die, but you know, some of the games do get to that point. So, that's all. Same thing with soccer. Like when FIFA comes around, I'll usually watch like the last couple games because those are usually really intense. But now am I following Real Madrid all year long? No. I honestly couldn't name like a player on that team. But the camp invade is going to be achieved by names are overrated. Oh, hold on, though. StormSquadron, they're going to step back into this. Samuro's going to start pressuring onto our Anduin. Meanwhile, the lurking arm is going to zone back a few enemies for a moment. Diablo Shadow charges in. Drag lands onto Samuro, the real one, and he's able to wind walk out of there. It is going to be Way of the Wind on Samuro level 1, as well as the one with the wind at levels 4. Am I having people over? Maybe for tomorrow, but not today. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like hosting. If I hadn't been up since 4 in the morning, maybe I would consider having some people over. But when I'm done streaming, I want to sit on the couch with Bandit and sit in silence and just chill out and not have to interact with anyone. I mean, that's streaming in a nutshell. Like, some days you finish streaming and you just like, I would like to be alone, leave me alone. And there's some days I finish streaming where it's like, it's party time. It's actually my friend's birthday today, but I can't do anything with them. Burrow in from a Nubrek, focusing on to the Sylvanas. That will be her going down once again. Third kill to the side of StormSquadron, who really want that game number 3. Now, there's our local hockey team, the Lake Tahoe Lakers. Or no, I think they're the Lake Tahoe Monsters now. Anyways, our local hockey team, they're playing at our new event center, but the game doesn't start till like 8, 9 p.m., and I have to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow to do more casting for all of you. So I texted her this morning, and I wished her happy birthday. She's actually the one that hit me up to do the teaching and stuff. And so her and I chatted a little bit about that. She actually just had knee surgery, so she's like, look, I understand pain, and I feel bad that you can't work, but yeah, it's all right. Every day he says he wishes he was at my place every day he says he wishes he was at my place drinking Coors in my hot tub with me. Yes, but the hot tub needs to go down like 3 degrees. 110 or whatever you had it at during Thanksgiving was just way too hot. Like, I don't mind a hot tub, but that hot tub was, oh, that was like being in a live boil. Yeah, having people over is exhausting. Also, you know, then you have to kick people out. You gotta clean up after whatever they left in the house, so maybe tomorrow during the Lions game, like, I'll text some neighbors and be like, I'm watching it if you want to come over, but we'll see. It depends how social I feel like being tomorrow. That's really the biggest. 110 or get good. Dude, everyone got in the hot tub, and then everybody sat with their feet in the hot tub after, like, 10 minutes. 110, just too hot. Too hot. Mine goes up to 104, and I wish it went to, like, 106. I just want, like, 2 more degrees on my hot tub. $110 Celsius is pretty spicy. It was, yeah. Oh no, Thanksgiving was a blast though. That was a good time. Oh, leap. Did your friend, by the way, Hostile, did your friend end up leaving for that cult? Like, everyone, I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was like a running joke or something, and then it was explained to me, and I was like, oh, no, that's like a cult. Like, that's legitimately like a cult. That's creepy, dude. Well, 19 stacks. I'm off topic already. 19 stacks on the Hanzo currently. She did? Oh my god. She had her brothers, yeah. AKA the cult leader. It's not a cult, but everyone said it was. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will kick off this fight. Nubrag burrows in. The Light Bomb from Anduin zones a few enemies away. The Lightning Breath from Diablo activated. Breaks the Li Ming out of the cocoon as we do have a massive shove from Stukov pushing the Diablo back. Hanzo finishes out His level 1 simple geometry. The Dark Wolf trying to back away. Bladestorm from Samuro is activated. Hanzo gets the last auto into Diablo as the Leap of Faith is going to be good. Chubby Baxter has talked to her recently. She is cute. She is a cutie. I mean, if you think about it, my stream's just a cult. Actually, no. It's more of a patronage to Bandit. Alrighty. Well, our Immortal goes over to the side of StormSquadron, a very healthy Immortal with a huge shield. Oh, hold on. Diablo's trying to get out of here. He's doing his best to slam jam the Anub'arak into a wall. Hanzo rips a Dragon's Arrow. No feed today, unfortunately, will be picked off. That is the 4th kill onto Sylvanas. Not trying to flame the player, but the name does not match the current death rate. Oh, that's toxic, Bahamut. Yeah. Little concerned. Either way, little scatter pokes. Massive shove onto Dahaka, who is looking for a flank. The Immortal's still pushing in. Are we about to confirm a keep sub 10 minutes on this map? Might just be. Diablo Shadow charges in, Wailing Air from the Sylvanas, as we have a Lightning Breath cooking up Anub'arak, but that Beetle is not going to be burned down. Yeah, this Anub'arak is making me nervous, but the Immortal, as I mentioned, still very healthy. One auto will take down the keep. Oh, no, one more. There we are. By the way, best of luck in your race today, Hostile. I'll be sure to check out you during your driving time and harass you a little bit. If you want, by the way, Hostile, if in my Discord, there's a community channel for streams if you want to chuck it in there. If anyone else wants to watch Hostile do some... It's iRacing, right? One of my neighbors, he gets into hobbies just as quick as he gets out of them. So he was talking to me. He's like, "Hey, like, I was thinking about doing like virtual racing and stuff." And so I was like, "Oh, dude, like, you can get super into it." Like I was describing Hostile. I was like, "My buddy's got like a whole rig. He's on a team." And the guy was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be that into it though, but I just want to like download and race on some tracks." And I was like, "So you want iRacing?" And he was like, "No, I don't want to do anything with teams. I just want to download and race on some tracks like around the world." I was like, "So you want to do iRacing?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to do anything competitive." And I was like, "Jesus Christ." I was like, iRacing is the program. It's like saying like, I have Ableton. That means I'm going to make albums. Like, no. Into it, yes. Not addicted, ... Wasn't it in your wedding vows that Haley needs to remind you when to stop playing video games from time to time? Wasn't that one of the vows we all worked on together for you? Core is being decimated currently. The death timers are not that long, so we got a few nice, massive shove onto Anduin right there from our Stukov. Anub'arak burrows in, gets the combo onto Hanzuka. Anduin drops down on knee for the desperate prayer. And ladies and gentlemen, 12 minutes in, StormSquadron get revenge after map number 1, and this is going to be a 1-1 scorer. Unfortunately, we did not have many gambles on this because y'all are cowards. Alright, we got stats this time to show you all. I don't trust any weather predictions like more than 5 days out because it can shift up here in Tahoe. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 3, first best of 3 of the day. We're going to Towers of Doom to wrap this bad boy up. We are in the upper bracket of the Banshee Cup. Qualifier number 2. And winner of this goes on to the upper bracket quarterfinals. I'm just trying to refresh the brackets here, trying to see if there's any information. So it looks like some other games have finished out already. And not sure about the other side of things, but yeah, we already have a game like waiting for us, which is perfect. Alrighty, so Towers of Doom, map number 3, so that means there's 20 heroes unavailable. As we have played 2 maps, it is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. Heroes that are banned away do not add to that, but of course we're not going to a map number 4. We can't because it's a best of 3, so these are just bans of what they don't want to deal with. Oh, what did I miss in chat? Hold on. It's 3 degrees for... Oof. $31 for all of you non-eagle-loving, non-gun-toting noobs. You say that like we're cool. Brightwing has made her way into the final draft. First pick for the side of StormSquadron. In most places, weather predictions are generally accurate out of 3-day source, meteorologist mother. Yeah, there's this application called Weather Underground, and it pulls from a lot of local data stations. Like, you can go online and buy like $100 like weather vane, or not weather vane thing, but like digital weather reader or whatever, and you can put it in your backyard. And you can actually link it to the application, and then it becomes a data source, and it pulls information. So you actually get really, really good data on like the storms. Like when it says it's going to snow 2 inches, it snows 2 inches. Now, this reminds me of the time that my mom's coworker, her husband, is a meteorologist for like one of the news stations in Metro Detroit, and the family goes down to Disney World in Florida. And the husband did all this research on the weather, all this and that, and was like, you know what? We don't need to bring ponchos. We don't need umbrellas. It's all going to be fine. It poured. And they had to go buy the Disney ponchos, which are probably like, they're thinner than the sheet, the sticky note, and they cost like $40 each. My mom always brings that up. Whenever someone talks about weather, she's always like, but there was that... my coworker's meteorologist husband. Or my coworker's husband who's a meteorologist, yeah. I'll never forget that. Anytime someone's like, I looked at the weather, I'm like, You have a Weather Underground sensor and you have it linked. There you go, yeah. Sensor is the right word. Alex Straza grabbed here with Mephisto, so they're going for the Globe synergy. I wonder if we'll see Spite at level 13. We typically don't. It's typically Shard of Hate, but I would like to see it because the level 13 gives you cooldown reduction on your Heroic as well. It works with level 4 very well. It works with Alex Straza's level 1, but it could just be full Flames of Fury build. It is Brightwing, Leoric, Genji, Chromie. Maybe a variant around this set would be great. Garrosh is fine too. I was like, I want a tank that's got some sort of like lockdown potential. Garrosh has the AoE with Warlord's Challenge. He also has the Groundbreaker and the Toss combo, so pretty good with that. You got a Brightwing Polymorph to follow up. Cold destroyed our water filtration system. Oh, weird. What? That's wild, Darth. Valo rounds out the draft for the right-hand side for names are overrated. Meanwhile, I sit in the town with the literal best water in the United States. We have and you can Google it, South Lake Tahoe, I believe it's Tahoe in general, has the best tap water in all of the United States. It is a 99.996% purity rating because a lot of our tap water is mountain runoff. Oh, dude, our water's so good. Oh. Whenever I go to the grocery store and I see someone with like a giant thing of like bottled water, I'm just like, You don't even know. You don't even know what we have. You don't even know what what you're missing. Alrighty, everybody. East side of the map. Map number 3 in our first best of 3 of the day here in the Banshee Cup. We are looking at the side of names are overrated. You have a Modron on Vala. No feed today. Playing your Mephisto. The Dark Wolf is your ETC. Dark on Blaze. And Hanzuka is your Alexstrasza. Nice skin and mount synergy for the colors right there. I know she's spinning. You can't see it too well. There you go. Nice mount and cut. Like the skinergy right there is great. You know, Alex on a big cock. Virgil will be your StormSquadron Leoric. Memeless on the Genji. Alien on Garrosh. We've got a Chibiz, I think is how you pronounce their name, with Brightwing. And last but not least, TM player or temp player, or I don't know, will be your Chromie in the bottom lane. All right, chat. Let's go ahead and with the level 1s picked, all that good stuff, let's get a gamble going, everybody. Gamble time. Get your predictions in. Who is going to win map number 3? Who is going to move on in the upper bracket, and who is going to be dropping down to the lower bracket? Lower bracket stuff will be tomorrow. Today we're going to finish out all of the upper brackets, so we've got another best of 3 on the way. I think we have 4 or 5 best of 3s in total today. I'm not 100% sure on the organization, but it's 4 or 5 best of 3s today, so we got a lot of good games for all of you at home. Any gamblers in chat? Frisco would fight that, but the water's so hard you can grow diamonds. That just sounds like Frisco's butthurt that they don't have good water. Yeah, like I don't have any water softener or anything. I just open up that tap and I put a cup underneath it and I got the best water in the United States. The best tap water in the United States, right there. Uh-oh. Little bit of a pause, little bit of a pause. All right, we got odds. That's always good. We actually, there's literally stickers on people's cars that say drink Tahoe tap. I'm sorry, chat, I was incorrect. With a 99.994% purity, Tahoe tap water has been voted the best tasting water in the country by the National Rural Water Association. All right, welcome back. At Horror Anomaly level 5, we needed that pause. We needed a tactical pause so I could talk about the tap water in Lake Tahoe. Tactical pause to talk about water. Genji rotates to top, gets a few shurikens into the butt of Blaze. No level 4 yet, so no shuriken mastery stackage. Speaking of stackage, Vala is auto attack build at level 1. Mephisto will pick up the Spite level 4, so we're hoping for Hysteria level 13. All right, hey, we got really good gambles on this. Thank you very much, chat. I appreciate it. We got to spread that bandit buck economy. Huge groundbreaker from Garage. Alexstrasza is tossed out of position, and she will go down. Meanwhile, an ally tossed onto Leoric saves him. Okay. Triple altar phase coming up. First objective phase of Sky Temple of Towers of Doom is always standardized. The only RNG out of it will be this bottom location or the center location. So we're going to be seeing bottom location. Also, if you did not know, each of these little pips correlate to the lane and who controls that lane. So by the way, so if bottom left bell tower was in control of names are overrated, this little pip on the bottom left would actually be changed to a yellowish orange. Towers of Doom map design and lore and stuff like that is so cool. Like if you didn't know, it's the Gravekeeper versus the Raven Lord. And on the mini-map, the Raven Lord shoots little Raven missiles and the Gravekeeper shoots little skulls. As you see on the mini-map, they're little skulls instead. But also the towers have their own uniqueness as well. The Raven Lord has little Raven bells, and the Gravekeeper has little Gravekeeper bells. I like Towers of Doom is just like thematically it's just my favorite map. It's just so cool. You could say it was a Tickle pause. Another big groundbreaker from our Garrosh as Genji swift strikes in. Chromie takes down the Vala. She hit her 50th stack, but she will lose 5% on her Gambit. ETC power slides through. A little cleanse out from the Brightwing. I believe she activated her Soothing Mist right there. Yeah, it looks like she did. Whew. Sorry, just little, like, waves of pain in my leg. But we're good. Not, like, the pain's like a 2. Temporal Loop on Chromie. We have the Frost Storm on Mephisto. Blaze is gonna jet propulsion into the face of Leoric, who's got a slow applied. He's got that paralyzing rage level 4. Genji, nicely done with the Drain Hope. Gets the kill onto Blaze in top lane just as this objective phase is gonna spawn. Blaze's death timer is actually just about the same as the spawn time of the objective, but he still has to make the physical rotation into the center of the map as Temporal Loop is going to be thrown out. Mephisto, origin location, is going to be scouted out by this Garrosh, and they'll find the displacement. Genji with the swift strike through. Chromie with the last little bit of damage. And now Blaze is probably just going to go lane. There's no reason for him to really rotate and poke at this. Powers of Doom is also the best map because there's so many opportunities to get a comeback. That is true. Who doesn't love a good comeback story? Alright, let's see. Blink heal, Decimate. We already knew it was Temporal Loop. X-Strike for the Genji. And Leoric with Entomb. Alrighty. Oh. Decimate into toss. Alexstrasza pops Dragon Queen. Temporal Loop will be thrown onto her. No, it was actually the ETC, I think, that got by that. Cow is cooked. I guess actually the cow is covered in sand as Chromie does find that last little bit of damage. The allied tosses on the wrong character with the Soothing Mist from Brightwing. Provides a little extra heal if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, critical miss. Soothing Mist heals allied heroes for 254, increasing this healing by 140% if Soothing Mist removes a disabling effect from that ally. Critical miss coming in play right there. Because I know, like, baseline Soothing Mist doesn't, but if you take critical miss, and that's what I was wondering if that was the talent pickup. Nicely done. Great Brightwing save onto Genji right there, and it's 5-0 in kills. On the opposing side, Consume Soul, Bunker, Cleansing Flame, Rain of Vengeance, and ETC Stage Dive. So with the Consume Soul, I would very much like to see the Hysteria level 13. Hysteria level 13 with this 2-minute cooldown that is fairly weak. I mean, it's got some good value, but it is a bit of a weak heroic. Darkwolf is in a really rough spot, does go down to the chain CC and the Genji damage. Meanwhile, Genji finishes out his shurikens, and Leoric gets a kill onto Vala. Bunker activated by Blaze, but that's not going to be able to save no feed today. Cleansing Flame from Alexstrasza is going to be dumped onto the enemy, but she's got to be careful about where she's going to drop down too, and she'll get to a safe location. Genji still chasing onto Dark here. No 13 talent here, so no Shingon, but either way, our Garrosh gets the channel, and 4 more shots do rain into the core of the Gravekeeper.
Let the Gravekeeper know my power.
Okay, so with the depths clearing out at the bottom, we'll take a look at, or at least the death stat rotating out of the bottom of our screen. We'll see the level 13 talent tier. Assuming the Shingun for the Genji. And Chromie actually already had her talent 2 levels ago. I assume it's timeout. I think that's her level 11. Oh, is it stuck? There we go. Meanwhile, back in bottom lane, hold up. Vala goes down once again. I think that's her 3rd death. So she's down to 10% on that bonus attack speed. Temporal Loop into Mephisto. He's picked off as well. Oh, boy. Blood Craze for Garrosh here at level 13. Leoric is going to go Royal Focus. He's Ominous Wraith. Royal Focus is 16. One more globe needed for ETC. Alex Strauss has already got her level 1 done. She could actually drop a W down on the ground and just get that free globe for ETC, but they'll pick that up off this wave. In the top lane, Genji, Leoric are pressuring onto Blaze a little bit. They take out the sidewall as well, open up the lane a little bit more for Genji and Leoric to make some to have some more mobility. Bottom lane, bell tower controlled, and this is what I was talking about beforehand. See, you can actually see now the little pip is blue. Only 2 bell towers controlled by the side of names are overrated. And as a reminder, this is a double elimination bracket. If you'd like to take a look at the bracket over on the Liquipedia side of things, you can use exclamation bracket. And at the top of that Liquipedia, there's a Qualifier tab. You just click on the Qualifier 2, scroll down to the bottom, and there's the activate. That is the active bracket currently. That's going to be a Cleansing Flame activated, but Mephisto goes down. We'll have a bunker activated by Blaze. ETC and Blaze get inside to try and save themselves. Alex Strauza throws down a heal. Drops a second in the Dragon Queen form, but Vala's the one to go down. This does look like it's going to be 10 shots into the enemy core. This actually might be even more than that. It could be 10 shots from Bell Towers plus boss. But it is also, I want to point out, at a Horrid Skull at level 13 from Mephisto. Not too certain about that one. I guess you did go into Unyielding Power level 1, but I don't know. For a 2-minute cooldown that does a chunk of damage, I don't know. There's the 10 shots, down to 14 HP. No boss to be grabbed. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, ETC's trying to power slide away. Chromie gets some decent Dear Lord Shin Gun value right there. Chromie gets crazy good whittle damage, and Genji finds the last little bit. Temporal loop onto Vala. She goes down. That's her 5th death, I think, right? 1 sapper over the wall. 2 more sappers over the wall. Garrosh chases in deep, trying to take down Alex Strauza, won't be able to get the kill. Genji looks for the last little bit. Gets the delay on the Hearth. That is Vala's, by the way, 5th death. Not flaming, just pointing out the fact that she has no value on the Gambit. Oh boy. StormSquadron looking like a completely different team here after map number 1. Map number 1, I do believe was quite the warm-up map for StormSquadron. I definitely think it was a warm-up for them as, I mean, they are blowing things up here. Hold on, phase shift. Oh, okay, I thought we were getting a phase shift into the top lane to try and take down Blaze, but he's full HP. No, hold on. Brain of Vengeance dropped. There's a Decimate into Groundbreaker toss. Another Decimate right there. ETC hit with the Temporal Loop. Alex Strauza will go up into the Cleansing Flame to heal up the allies around, but it's just not enough. Chromie tries to poke down the Vala here. Blaze goes in with a Jet Propulsion, says hello to nothing as Chromie times out. Triple altar phase up and available. Both altars and a sapper. Actually, if one sapper goes over the wall here, which it looks like all 3 of them will, that is going to be a Groundbreaker getting the kill right there. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be map number 3 over the side of StormSquadron. I do believe they are going to take this. The Vala build doesn't make sense. Why? Why doesn't it make sense? Jet Propulsion to the face of Garrosh, but it don't matter. StormSquadron will take map number 3, and they'll move on in the upper bracket. We'll be following them. So you have full auto attack build and changes mine after level 7. Are you talking about the level 13, the Gloom? You talking about Gloom here? I mean, yeah, there's no Hot Pursuit level 7.